Hello everybody, so this is my third attempt at casting, I think it is. Third, fourth, can't really remember, one of the two. Loading into a game, just started. Even I waited for it to tick down, even when you go into view live games, it ticks down from game starts in whatever time, and then pre-game starts up. So as soon as it hit pre-game, I've started watching, so I can start watching, so theoretically, we should see as much of the game as we possibly can. Might even see the geezers load in. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. Like that. So, I don't know what kind of game mode this is. I want free camera. I've just realised I forgot to turn down my, There we go. Okay. So, Instapics. I assume this is... Well, I assume this is all pick. Some kind of, unranked gubbin... Oh, no, ranked... What? Yeah, unranked gubbins, because... Unlikely to be captain's draft... captain's mode, is it? So a good username for a Techies pick. Can't complain too much there. Undying, pretty strong hero at the moment, so maybe we'll see some interesting things come out from this guy. The rest of them waiting for the counter picks. And you got 5 seconds, boys. Better do some work. Oh man, no counter picks coming out today. Oh, people are losing money. Ah, no, wait. Maybe is it ranked? What? Maybe it is ranked. Maybe it is all pick ranked. Because he picked and then time reset. But how did these two pick at the same time then? Is that bug still around? I thought that bug was gone. Oh well. So okay. So at the moment. Okay, interesting matchup. I think Sand King fares fairly badly against Undying, so he's got the stun the invis, I suppose. But then Undying can just consistently drain his strength, and also magic zombies being magic immune, Sandstorm does nothing, and Epicenter will do nothing. So I don't know. Okay, I think maybe they just replay bugs. I thought time would click up again. So I assume one of these two picked, then the Sand King picked, then the other one picked, and it was just a glitch. Okay. He re-picked from Visage to Tinker. Obviously doesn't like playing support, as with most people. This guy picked Visage just to spite the fucker, unless it was randomed. Okay, we can see the randoms here. So these two are both randomed. Okay, so not all randoming. Alright, fair enough. Oh man, actually... Okay, so, let's have a look here. So they've kind of got... some people play Techies as off lane, which is... I don't know, Techies can do what he wants really. Undying's a full off laner, so Drunk mid or safe lane. Visage I assume as being a support. Sand King pretty much do what he wants. He can offlane. I wouldn't recommend offlaning with Sand King, but he can jungle, he can support, I guess. He can't really mid. These two can both mid, or I suppose Tinker kind of needs to mid. He's the only place that he's really played, unless they're planning on running him as a support, which I doubt because he rebounded from Visage. Visage, I'm not sure how it's meant to be pronounced. I heard there was an argument, some other people, some casters were having an argument about that. I think I generally say Visage because I'm English, but... And oh, they're losing money! You lose some money, boys! Oh, Windranger, losing some money, Windranger. Okay, so Windranger is one of these weird picks that can be played in pretty much... insta-pick Lone Druid. This guy knows what he wants. Trying to emulate Mr. Bulldog. Oh, yeah? So I have, I find Windranger weird because I think she should be played as a support. Because she's got stun, she's got a nuke. This is only really good for taking down towers. It's not very good at enemies unless you build her very specifically for it. And Windrun's an escape, I suppose. Line support as well. Okay, so anyway, let's not tell the teams what they want to do. Wait for this to delag a little bit. Techies instantly buys item imports to mid within a couple of seconds. Levels up mine, assumes he's going to go straight for the mine. So anyway, let's have a look. On the dire side, we've got Here Comes the Boom playing the Techies. Undying is being played by Sem A God, 6k Lord. Drow Ranger, Cobra. We got Visage by Bank, or however you want to pronounce that, Biank, I don't know. And Lone Druid's being played by, I don't know how to pronounce that, Klasinki. Very good. Who we got on the Radiant side? Oh, fair enough. Pause, give us a little bit of timeline DCing, let's see if they keep it up. Sagging played by 666, number of the beast, so they say. Tinker being played by Pew Pew, yeah? Flare checks out. Watching some Russians apparently, wasn't aware of this fact. Loaded in because I could pronounce all the names. Nick Rail playing the Windranger. Gyrocopter being played by Crick1. And the DC Lion is being played by SG Scream, which could be a team name for all I know. But there we go. So Techies has instantly TP'd to mid and put... He's got one mine there at the moment. Fair enough. Looking to get stack on, but Sand King might be interrupting that party. He's picked up a smoke. Don't know how high a game we're going for. Undying's come to join him after picking up his items. So I think we're going to have a Techies Undying duel off lane. It looks like we're putting the Lone Druid mid and having Drow Ranger supported by the Visage in the top lane. Russian speak, don't speak it. It looks like, oh, I don't know who's going mid here. I assume the Tinker is going mid and that Jara is going to rotate to the top lane with the Wind Ranger. Leaving the Sand King and the Lion bot. That's not what I would do. Sand King could jungle theoretically, and then you can leave probably the Wind Ranger can off lane acceptably. Lion can support the Jara. I think that's what I'd do. But hey, I'm not the one playing the game. I'm just here to talk about it. So we've got a nice long pause here. Should be interesting. So obviously the thing with Techies is I had a game with Techies yesterday. A lot of fun. I do like playing Techies. He is fun. But he's good at defending the high ground, but not very good at pushing it, is what I found out. You can kind of split push the outer towers because they're quite far apart, but as soon as you get to the high ground, if your team's pushing bottom racks, this is the example, this is exactly what happened in my game. My team was pushing bottom racks, I was up in the top racks trying to push that down, but they could quite happily rotate around. They're resuming saying it's taken too long, but I think they're going to give it a little while longer. He won't be long, I imagine, is what he's trying to say. What is Iddy? Good. Iddy, something about dogs. So yeah, my team was pushing this racks, and I was trying to push this rack, so I was solo pushing this one. They were 4 down there, and they did a decent bit of job, didn't lose one, backed up, but then they were up here within a few seconds. They can afford to spend, like, move 1 or 2 heroes away. As soon as they saw that they weren't going to lose the whole racks, they could afford to move 1 or 2 heroes up top real quick, which really just hampers my push entirely. So honestly, the best thing to do with Techies in that kind of situation, I think, is place mines on, like, their high ground steps. Like, kind of, you know, around here, or maybe up by the secret shelter up on this high ground, because I got at least 3 or 4 kills by doing that. Like, I put a few mines here. Got a kill. Someone I found with Techies as well. Oh, there we go. Lions reconnected. That's good. Someone else I found with Techies is that. So we ended up winning that game just because we were really far ahead and we had more late game than they did. But it took far longer than it needed to because I was Techies. Other thing I found about Techies is you can put mines in the same place twice. So if you mines here, they die to it. Okay. I think he wouldn't mine it again, he's going to be too smart for that. You mine it again, then they get blown up by it, and then he thinks, oh okay, they're going to keep mining that spot, we'll just stay away from it, so you don't mine it again. So you can get away with 2 mines. There's only 1 mine there. Oh, there was 2 mines, was there? It's enough to kill him either way. First blood goes the way of the Techies. I'll tell any mines. And there's at least 2 there now, right? So can I can't actually, I can see there, but I can't see on... A little bit of a scavenge cannon, both of them warding up. Oh, that level 1 skill, Rocket Barrage, you know, highest damaging skill in the game, level 1. Who got it there? The... What? Lone Druid. Oh, Lone Druid picked it up. So, Lion falling there to enough decays and right clicks. It just seemed it was all it took. He hasn't taken the bear level 1. I guess he's going mid. Think about it. Got another decay off. Oh, and the Techies right click. That's enough damage. Oh, and the Dire Courier walking out to their Sankey coming in for the stun, but he's not going to be able to do any damage. He's only got stun, got no follow-up. Okay, there's Dire Courier, not Radiant Courier. So, got a little bit too excited there. Undying on the Radiant, he's going to lose most of that health when his decays wear off, but he has got regen. Sanking's thinking, maybe I can make a thing happen here. Only just got enough, it only does, well, it does 100 damage, it's not too bad. Techies now picking up 2 kills? 2 kills. But, 4. So Lion walks in, Suicide comes off, gets the kill on the Lion, nearly kills the Gyrocopter in the process. These mines, out of the way of the creeps walk around like the left hand side of this path. 1 million killing spree, I assume is what he's trying to say. Right, let's have a look at these bad boys. Bit of a skirmish happening mid, the laser popping out, giving him that miss chance, he's gonna miss. That's the most annoying thing about laning against a Tinker that knows how to play the laser. Going push Tinker rather than nuke Tinker, I think. In this off lane, haven't talked about this off lane yet. What happened to so the Wind Ranger is going in the off lane. They are laning how I thought they should do. Wind Ranger not taking Wind on level 1, so taking a real beating from this Drow, having fairly easy free farm. How much work is this Drow Aura is going to do? Like a reason, so it works on the Lone Druid when he's not in true form. So actually, there's quite a lot of work on this team. Oh, Visage is after this. He knows he hasn't got Wind Run. Oh, she's got Wind Run now though. Picked up level 2. Picked it right there. Having to just walk away. Get a couple of right clicks in. Drow's fine, she's picking up farm, she doesn't mind. Tinker already pushing the wave from level 2. And there's quite a reasonable amount of damage on his right clicks. But that mischance is doing work. He's going for it. He's up for this. It's a question of whether the Tinker has the nukes, I think. Who's going to get it? Look at each other. Oh, lovely. Unfortunately, we missed another Techies kill, which is going to be very difficult to kill in this game. And an Undying kill. They've got a double kill down the bot lane in the meantime. It looks like the kills are more interesting than anything else here. Rocket's using Rocket Barrage. I guess did he just TP from well or not? He lost a lot of mana either way. One level of the rocket, and after all the Techies isn't very much health, and that Suicide still on cooldown. Lion walks straight into the mines and gets blown up. Oh man, I would be surprised if this Lion sticks around for too long at this rate. Wind Raider not on very much health, just able to back up though. It's alright. Tinker and Lone Druid back to the mid lane. Doing okay. Again, this Lone Druid is being very aggressive with the Tinker, and he just uses laser, so he can't do a lot about it. The Joe are not having fun in this bot lane because of this Techies. This Techies actually doing quite well. So he knows exactly where the tower vision is, putting them on just outside the tower vision last time. Spreading them around a little bit, spreading them around. Letting those two out. Another little skirmish in the mid lane. Tinker, oh, again there's a colour brought to him. Tinker getting the laser off, not doing anything else with it. Gloves on each. A little wrap round from the Undying. Dropping the tombstone, slapping down the Undying. Okay, so the Rocket Barrage doing some work, so it doesn't affect the zombies, so it doesn't target them. But the Undying's quite happy just to take it up. Tanks the rocket a little bit, but he's fine. Techies is just here to back him up, which makes sense, I guess. He can suicide and do things. A 3-man dive mid. Are they going to get the Lone Druid for it? Wind Raider's going to go for it, but I think he might. Oh no, he's going back. The shackle doesn't latch, but it's sort of the power, the very low level power shot, doing enough work there. But it took 3 of them diving. Sanking was like 2 of them almost died for it. They got away with it. This game's pretty crazy. I like it. Especially on the screen, my laptop's going to lag a little bit. Well, I'm dying at a tiny amount of health. I assume that's the decay stacks wearing off. Dire middle tower guys are already pushing it. They're already saying, well, we can't fight them. Bot lane's a loss. So let's just go and see what we can do. Let's just actually go ham. Trying to pick up a lot of farm. I'll have a look at these graphs already. Yeah, Dire favourite entirely. I guess because the Visage on Lone Druid got the runes to begin with, so that's why they beat advantage from the start, but they've just not given it up. That little kill on the Lone Druid being anything they didn't really get a trade for. This game is all go. So the Drow can happily just pretty much take free farm with this top lane. Visage is rotating mid as a result, because he knows that they're just going to try and push down these towers. They're saying we can't, we can't fight you at the moment. We're losing all 3. We're losing 2 out of the 3 lanes. Mid is a draw, so at least we can do is win mid and let the other 2 lanes go to shit. Because Undying can do a little bit with farm. Techie doesn't do that much with farm. He just Techies the whole game. He can beat Techies more, but he's still just Techies. Drow, however, can do a lot with farm, so they need to worry about that. So they're thinking maybe if we can push down a couple of towers before, like if we just 5-man from the off. Is that what they're thinking? No, they seem to split up again, so they're not just 5-man from the off. If they did just 5-man from the off, maybe they get something out of it. Lone Druid DC'd. That's fair enough. What's that little tombstone icon? They didn't update the icon, did they? No, he's just a weird cosmetic tombstone, doesn't he? What was... Hello. Where did we get that? Where did that come from? Was that DAC? I think it might have been, because it was a gold thing, wasn't it? I should have got a DAC ticket. I didn't for some reason. I think I had loads of deadlines at the time, probably why. Yeah, Techie's going there. I think this is going to be the problem. I think stun mine isn't worthwhile at all. Loader is still, they're just keeping up the balls, letting it run for a little while, and then unpausing. Tinker got his bottle. Is he waiting for the rune? He can't be right waiting for the rune. It's not going to be there. That's not an upgraded courier. Where's the other courier? That claims not to be upgraded either. Cheeky little shack bark. Other couriers upgraded. Oh, what poor supports. I suppose the lion is actually poor, but the Visage shouldn't be. He should be right. Pick up the mango! Love it. What's Undying get brought to him? 2 braces? Does Undying really need 2 braces? Apparently he needs 2 braces. I thought he was going to turn that into an urn. I thought that would have been sensible, but 2 braces? Okay then. I think I actually did pick up on an Invis rune. It was so well hidden I didn't spot there was an Invis rune there. That's living up to its name, that is. Is he going to walk into the mines? He's got to be careful here. He's got a nuke. Is he going for the Techies? Okay, he's seen one of the mine stacks. He knows there's one mine stack there. Lion's going in, the stuns coming out from the Sand King as well. Another stun from... Undying just drops to a series of stuns. They know there's mines there. Ooh, Tinker walked into the 1 stack of mines, but it wasn't enough to take him down. I think it was only 1, maybe 2 mines. Probably only 1. Techies wants them to walk into this 3 mine stack. I believe it's 3, but whoa, that is some serious glitchy shit there. Start a new mine stack. I think he realizes Tinker spotted it.
Is under attack.
Okay, so now Gyrocopter rotating up to the top lane, so I can't get any farm bot. I'm gonna go top. I don't know what kind of builds Windranger wants to go. I assume she's planning on not supporting, as seems to be with every Windranger in pubs. She's a more appropriate support than anyone but the Lion. The Lion's the only one that's more of a support to her, in my opinion. Because Sand King needs a Blink Dagger. She doesn't. She can do things without that sort of stuff. Oh, she's scouting out the drill with the power shot. They're going to go for it. Last lands. Gyrocopter getting the rocket barrage coming in, doing a lot of damage, but the creep's sucking up some of the damage. She should die anyway. Driving to wind run to avoid the tower damage, but it's alright. They pick up with just right clicks in the end. The rocket barrage is a really good skill at level 1. I think it does the most damage in the game at level 1, or one of some of the most damaging spells in the game at level 1. And even at level 4, it's still one of the more damaging spells. Okay, he misses half the rockets there because the Visage walked away. He's quite happy with that. He doesn't get hit by the tower. Windranger though, getting the shackle shots in. Power shot, focus firing the guy down. Even with the reduced damage, it's not enough. She still takes him down. There's a chase mid. No, it's not. Okay, she's TPing out while the Drow TP's back in. Left the lane for a little bit. God killed. Actually, no, she just died, didn't she? She's only just come back. Taking a point out of the illusion room for his buddy Tinker, who will happily take that, I imagine. Yep, just going to get one last march from Xenon to focus on the farm. Techies 6 mines down now. I only see 2 mines there. Oh, he's done the 3rd one there. Again, I have no idea. So I think that if there's more than 1 mine there. There's only 1 mine there. I assume there's 2 mines there then. I think there's 4 there, 1 there, and 2 up there. I could be wrong. I haven't missed anything, have I? No, we're okay. So Drell's still currently leading the, I think actually net worth's going to be a more accurate representation of this game, quite frankly. Let's have a little look. Yeah, no, that is Tinker leading the net worth. Tinker leading the net worth? He didn't... I don't think he'd been involved in that much stuff. A couple of kills, he's got quite a lot of last hits as well, I suppose. He's been involved with 5 kills, I guess that's not too bad. They're still just pushing up quite happy. Oh, the Tinker getting caught out by the Visage birds. Nuke him down. Oh, get away on 2 HP! Oh my word, Zeus ult now. Oh, I can't do that. Meanwhile, top lane, Gyrocopter getting slowed down by the arrows, but he's getting away under the tower. But Undying's willing to chase the rocket barrage coming out. The decay is enough to finish him up though. Undying will happily just pack out of there, take a few tower shots for it. He doesn't mind, he's fairly tanky. He's got a lot of health, especially with those 2 braces doing a lot of work. Techies, just left to his own devices this lane. Push the tower, man. Push the tower. That's something Techies can do, because you know his first skill does a lot of damage to towers. Because it's physical damage, it will do damage to towers. So 1 mine's probably enough to blow up that tower. Just, you know, push the creep wave under. Go for it. That's the best thing to do, man. Techies, why you're not Techies. Meanwhile, top. Looks like there's a 4-man rotation from the Radiant. Wanted to get something out of this. The Visage birds might scout out something. They're going to scout the Gyrocopter, certainly. There's going to go 2 side gets dropped. Dramus gets Gust on the Gyrocopter. Undying, shackled to the trees. Windrunner just going to focus fire him down. Picks him up quite easily. The Visage birds taking down the Tinker. He's thinking to take down the 2 sides are going to die. He gets taken down by the Visage in the end. Also sapping some damage. Oh, Undying gets the credit for the kills of the zombies. Power shot taking out the Drow Ranger there. Nuke down coming from just taking the Lion. Not very low health. Visage also falls, Sanking in a sandstorm away to get away from the birds. Gets away with it in the end. But Techies takes the bottom tower while that occurs. So 3 for 2 in favour of the Radiant, but a tower also for the Radiant, for the Dire. So okay, so that actually evens out the tower advantage. I thought the Radiant were going mad push, but actually they got 1 tower each. So that fight works out kind of in favour of Radiant, I think, because I think the kills are bigger than that 1 tower. Actually, the tower's quite a big swing. Oh man, it graphs are up and down. I love it. I'm going to switch this to network because it's just so much more representative of this. Win rate now top in the network charts. That's interesting. I will say this subject's changed quite quickly. Lion is poor as anything. Not even got his tranquils over here. He has upgraded the courier though. Does I have an upgraded courier? Yes, I do. Fuck my life. How you got travel? I assume that's Tinker? Yep, that's what Tinker does, man. That's like the first item he's got, to be fair. The Visage birds. Have a little gander. Something. Man, Windrunner nearly died there. Is Windrunner going to get it? Not quite. She's going to have to... Oh wow, she took a lot of damage from something there, but salving up might get away with it. Windrunning away. The Dukes! taking the, whatever it is, 0.5 second stun or whatever it is. I think she's going to get away with it. Undying drops the tombstone for it, but Gyrocopter's coming and dropping his ult. Lion obviously Undying as well. They can take down this tombstone and then they can all get away scot-free. I think the Lion's the only one in danger of dying, and he's invisible? He's smoked up. Ah. Report turkey shit on the lone. Okay, I might not. Oh, what's going on here? Tinker going balls deep for the Visage. Techies' right click's just not doing enough damage, do they, Techies? Oh, the Visage Bird's not getting there in time to stun him out. This Drow Ranger just not having enough farm at the moment. She needs to pick, she's got, what's she got? She's got a mask, a Morbid Mask, so she's not doing too badly. Sanking, not the health individual, pick up the Orb of Venom. Okay, nearly got his Blink Dagger, which is quite nice. He's just minding up this high ground here, hoping that someone will walk up there at some point. So far they managed to avoid it, I think, mostly. We've got a bit of a gang up mid. Don't know why. All the Visage Birds spotting out the Wind Ranger, but she's just going to run away. She's going to be alright. They get a couple of right clicks in. Power shot in at the Undying. Just take, he'll take your strength back. He'll be like, I don't care, man. You lose far more health than I do. I can tank that stuff. There you go. 2 decays on her. She's got a lot of health. Didn't even need the ult mine. Lion just walked right into it and died. This Lion has died to the Techies so many times. Oh, look at that fight recap. What? Techies doesn't get any gold for it? I assume that's not correct, and it's just registered in like the XP and gold area, because Techies does code that stuff, I'm pretty sure. But it just doesn't register because he wasn't in range at the time, because he wasn't dead. Gyrocopter, I think about pushing this tower, but he doesn't realize there's a 3-man rotation coming in for him. One of them's Techies, it's only really a 2-man rotation. TP coming in, getting cancelled. Interesting. I guess was that the Tink? No, it would have been the Undying, maybe. Oh, Wind Raider killed Undying. That explains that. I flicked away from this fight in a really bad timing. I do apologise. I was interested in where the Undying died, and I didn't think that to watch this fight through. That was live and learn. Horrible way of casting. Live and learn. So that's just the Gyrocopter fight. Gyrocopter not worth as much money as you'd think. He's actually one of the lowest networks in the game. Okay, power shot, stun coming out, little shackle shot, doing some damage. She's gonna have to wind run for it. She's gonna get it in the end. Just right clicks doing the rest of the work. Drow, Gust comes in, gonna freeze and arrows up. No, she used the wind run, so we better pick it down. The silence might doing enough work. Okay, Wind Raider falls mainly to the Drow's right clicks, but it's good enough. That's all she needs. Drow monstering up in the network because of that. Lion walks into a Techie's mines again! Oh man! He popping the ult mine looking for Sand King, but just I think just to tear him away. They're all going to come up mid now. Rocket's getting a little bit of the damage off. Oh, Sand King spotted the Undying. He's not going to go too hard, he's just going to blink away. He's revealed that he's got the Blink Dagger though, getting gusted up. He's not even, he is level 6, he's just not leveled it, interesting. So I think the slow is going to be enough for, oh no, the Sandstorm doing enough work, doesn't have to take him around there. Meanwhile, there's a fight mid, Drow managing just to come in and pick him up. Pick up the Gyrocopter. Not going to get the Sand King again. Yeah, that's all I missed there. So there was quite a few ultimates drop, but I didn't actually miss that. There's an ultimate drop from him, a lot of, quite a few spells used, 2% drop and everything. Looks like this mid-baller is going to happen. I think all of the die here in the mid at the moment. Oh, look at the shackle, that was an insane shackle! Lion going for it, just about taking him away. The Wind Ranger, one of the power shots, but Lion will pay for it with his life. Wind Ranger might also, Tinker staying balls deep, but he's getting away with it. They're fine. The birds are doing literally, well, they're doing an okay amount of damage, aren't they? It's dropped off again. This is the thing that annoys me most about the birds, how quickly they lose damage. They're just not useful for that much unless they stay alive. Like, you resummon them really often, or you're only using them every minute or so, which is quite annoying. So have they got? I think they've got like 3 bottles up. Tinker, Wind Ranger, Gyrocopter. They've got 3 bottles up on this team, and I imagine none on the Dire. That's not what I imagined. I imagined 1 or 2. I'm thinking 1 because I don't think any of the others would need them. And Lone Druid would take 1. Drow might if she was mid, but she wasn't mid, so I imagined just the Lone Druid picked 1 up. But no, 0. I guess he doesn't need that much mana. Actually, he's not even leveled the bear. He's just playing. He's playing non-bear Lone Druid. Techies killed Tinker. I don't know where that occurred. What's the go to? That's not what I want. I don't know what go to action button is. Wind Ranger shackles him, focus fires him down. Just melts. The Undying just melts within the time limit. She's got haste. That's why she's going balls deep. The Visage can nuke down the Sand King though, staying far too deep for his own good. Wind Raider knows when she's overstayed her welcome. She's gonna back up. Maybe take the bird? No, not gonna take the bird with her. Particular power shot, just gonna miss the techies. Wind Raider, currently highest in the net worth. Now, okay, so something I remember hearing is the Maelstrom use, because this gives 500 additional attack speeds. This is going to pretty much put her up to maximum, so the maximum attack speed is 600. So it pretty much puts her up to max. So buying a picked up a gem for the techies, fair enough, but she's not the one dying to all the time, but she is the one that probably is surviving the most. Yeah, least death on the team, makes sense. So the thing I heard about the Maelstrom, though, every focus fire shot gives a chance that, oh sorry, Sand King coming in mid. Lone Druid getting onto the Techies' minds, but he's not going to bait them onto it. Then they got the gem now, they know it's there. Wind Raider has enough range to take it. Tinker doesn't quite have enough range to take him down, but Wind Raider does. So wait, something interesting I heard about the Maelstrom build on the Maelstrom Focus Fire build is that because Maelstrom, theoretically, it sounds very good, but if there is a Chain Lightning proc going, you can't have a second Chain Lightning proc start until the previous one ends. So, like, you could get a 25% chance, you're likely to get at least like 1 or 2 a second. But because they take a few seconds to finish, you don't get that much. Okay, stun coming in. Gyro's going to use his ult. Undying staying a little bit longer, just enough time to get the tombstone down. But he's not going to do a lot, they're just going to get right click it down. Bit of easy free money. Bad tombstone usage, boy. Bad tombstone usage. Plenty of XP going their way. And a little bit of gold, very nice. To the Gyrocopter, who is quite poor. Surprising, seeing as I think he's their hardest carry. Just the stuns coming out. Hitting the drow up there, giving him a bit of vision. Spun out the mines because of the ward as well, letting the illusions do work. She could just run the illusions into them, would do just as much work, but she's choosing to right click them down instead. Yeah. So yeah, Maelstrom procs. Oh, hello. Gyrocopter walked into a lot of mines there, but got away with it. That was the, Tinker just farming the jungle? A lot of them farming the jungle. Weird decision. Gyrocopter needs some life still. Doesn't have it. Yeah, but I find it weird with the Wind Raider build, because it makes sense, sort of thing, but it, come on. But yeah. So, you theoretically, so chain targets 4, it takes like, well, you see that you can't have one proc at a time, so it takes at least a second. You should be getting about 1 or 2 a second, I forget how fast 600 attack speed is. If her current attack speed is 125, actually probably getting like, you're probably getting at least 6 attacks in a second, right? So, you should be getting, yeah, 1.5 chain lightning proc to 25%. But it takes at least a second to jump to 4 targets. So, you're losing like half a proc, maybe a whole proc a second sort of thing. We'll say a whole proc a second. So you're getting half as many procs out of it as you could. And though it's a reasonable use of item, it's probably not worth leveling up to Mornia. Okay, gonna shackle to the tree, gets the trail, focus firing her down. The gust comes out, but she's already used all the spells she needs to. Apart from maybe power shot, she's gonna TP away. She's gonna let her get away. You could have had that, Wind Ranger. That could have been yours easy. Meanwhile, Techies blowing up Tinker. Techies is dead. Tinker, where'd Tinker die? Mind stack. Fair enough. The Techies commit suicide, so probably the suicide that killed him in the end, then. Actually, not a mind stack. Look at these effigies. Don't understand. They sing the song interestingly. In your face. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so they de-warded up here. Fair enough. Techies putting down an alt mine right where they can see it. Maybe just to scare them off, I don't know. Going back here. Same spot again. Thinking about Roshan, are they the Dire? They are thinking about Roshan. It looks like it. They don't want the haste, they don't want the haste. They just wanna... They're flapping around. There's a ward here. Okay, they're gonna de-ward that. Which might... They're not gonna de-ward it, they're gonna think about de-warding it. There we go, Village eventually takes it down. Interesting decision going to Roche. Okay, so the entire Radiant team are nearby and can see it. So they know they're going into... I think they should pretty much know they're going to Roche, especially if they're all floating around like this and none of them are actually in the pit. They're letting the Hellbear tank it. Smart. Walking into the mines though, or blow them up with something. I know they're there. Sand King, you got that blink ult. You haven't got your ult. What are you doing, Sand King? You literally not leveling your main skill. It's alright, the Gyrocopter ult will do all the work. Lion stuns. Oh, clusterfuck of spells coming in here. The Tombstone doing a lot of work. The Shackle hitting 2 heroes. Kane keeping the Undying alive. Roche meanwhile slapping away at zombies. Tinker getting a double kill in there, keeping the Undying kill. They're just going to TP away rather than run a risk of anything. The birds didn't have their stuns used earlier. Region Rune pops up, which Wind Ranger grabs and runs away. Roshan, very low health, she scouts out with a power shot, might think about going to finish it, because it's on very low health. No, okay, oh, what's happening here? Tinker jumping in for the Techies? Is he going to find him? He spotted him. Dagon coming out, laser coming out, rockets coming out, Techies is still alive. Suicides for it, doesn't die, he's getting away on tiny amounts of HP. Just going to TP away. No, oh, blink away first, fine. Meanwhile, Radiant are choosing to take the Roshan in the end. Sanking, dangerously low on health for that. Smash or two to kill him. Wind Ranger picks up at the end, which I think is sensible because she's got one of the higher networks. That is a very weird shackle shot to make work, but it does work. Not quite losing the Aegis, just about maintaining it. They're happy just to get away with the Aegis here. Not Aegis. Focus fire doing so much work. Undying, they're all on such low health. Can he get them? He gets the line. Doesn't get the Aegis. He does get the Aegis. The zombies pick up the Aegis from the Wind Ranger, but was it worth his life? It was for the Undyings, to be fair. Visage also coming in, thinking he can get the Tinker, but he's got the nuke leveled up, which I like very much. But it's not going to do it. It's going to do what? Drow comes in from the north as well. Going to slow down the Wind Ranger. No, it doesn't hit because of the missed chance on the Wind Run. Nuke doing literally 0 damage. The zombie slowing her down. She's too slow. Just too much slow on the dire side. Gemma True Sight dropped. Picked up by the Visage for his TPs. Oh, I never dropped your TP, son. Get rid of the mango. Why do you need the mango? 1 health regen. Not worth it either. Also, not going back to pick up his TP after warding. Interesting decision. Load of atomic. Jarek is very deep here. Can he get away with this? Is he going to get any kills out of it? I think he's definitely dead after this. He's going to TP away on the high ground. Oh, Drama just gets the vision of it because of the birds. Missed chance, not in Gyro's favour there. DD top, nice. So the state of the map, right? There's 2 towers down from the Radiant. Okay, 4 towers down on the dire side. So Radiant have the map advantage very much so, but the Techies is creating space. Kill advantage. So network Tinker now leading the network chart. Try not to. Sand King got a kill. I do apologise for missing that again. I'm not very good at this. I need to work on this. Look at too many things. This is why I need a second caster. So currently favouring the Radiant. That makes sense. They've got more kills. They've also got more map control. Lion, poorest guy in the game. Gotta feel sorry for him. He has completed his Tranquil Boots. I think he's doing okay, to be fair. He's got Magic Wand, he's got Tranquil Boots, he's picking up support items. He's got the Finger of Death, getting him the odd kill here and there. He's not got a single kill, he's got plenty of assists. 11 deaths though, that's all on the Techies. He's solo smoking up with the Wind Ranger. Sanking jumping on the Village. They're quite happy. They didn't need to smoke for that, but they're going to do it anyway. They did it anyway. Bit of a waste. Oh, but they do get the gem back as a result. Wind Ranger happy to pick that back up. Undying it in a single decay. Look, going for the triple decay. Not getting it. Latched to the tree. Has she got focus fire? She doesn't have focus fire up. Power shot him down. Hex him up. Stunning him out. The Lion picking up the kill. Some much needed money for the Lion. Spawn out the Drow with this Observer Wood. Interesting. 111. Lion very happy that he got that kill. They may have been making fun of him earlier, I wasn't aware of it. Trying to pop in that DD. Windrunner popping that DD. She pops. Trying to pop the BKB before she can do anything. Windrunner's going to run away, or she can try and wait out the BKB maybe. Don't lose that gem though. Power shot coming through, missing. She's still thinking about going for it though. Sand King stun coming in, taking out the Drow Ranger. She's going to right click her down. The nuke from Tinker finishing her up. Fair enough. Techies is over here. TPing all the shop around. Oh, Tinker, Lone Druid trying to bet him into the mine stack, but Tinker's not having it. He's just blinking around and going after him. Nuke down with the laser rockets. Dagon doing the work, not quite dying to the mines. So close again. Zeus ult now. The amount of kills Zeus would have had on either of these teams is insane. Well, only 2 that I've noticed, but I'm sure there's been a few times that I've got away in very low health as well. That's why you have this on your chat wheel, boys. It's good. So I think we might be in for a fairly lengthy game here, which is kind of annoying because I didn't want a fairly lengthy game, but oh well. It's fine. Gotta cast what you're given. I don't know actually, we're only 24 minutes in, might not last too long. And if it does, oh well, we're having fun, I'm having fun. Tinker marching the machine up the jungle, quite happy just to flash form like that. Tinker sitting top of this net worth chart just because of his insane ability to flash farm past the lanes. So it's going to be a push game between Techie, it's got an anti-push game, but well, Tinker pushing versus Techie's anti-push. could be an interesting matchup. At the moment, scared of the Wind Ranger trying to take on the tower by herself, creating space over the rest of the map though, as they all rotate most of their 4 of their 5 heroes to top lane. Tinker's spying out the lone druid, but using his haste just to juke around a little bit. Oh, the nuke's coming out. He's gonna have to rearm to do anything with him though. But that should be enough. No, not quite, because the laser's finishing up in the end. Meanwhile, top, okay, the Sankey did eventually come in, getting Ghost, using the Ghost Step, taking a lot of damage from the nuke, stunning all 4 of them. Fantastic stun, using his ult, getting it off just in time, doing some damage, but not really enough. Wind Raider quite happy just to run away, using the blink as well. Undying wants it though, Undying's going deep for it, he's healing himself up, Undying is going deep for it. Wind Raider might think she has a chance, Techies coming in and just dagoning him down. Missile's going to scout a little bit, see what the possibilities are here. No, he's just quite happy just to use Martel Machine just to push it back out. Hardly blame him, I think it does. Lions caught out in the middle of nowhere here, also picked up a Ghost Scepter. Very nice, I thought he was going for a blink. He's going to die for it, very little. He can try to put out a little bit of damage. Yeah, Ghost Scepter pickups, interesting. Because they have got quite a bit of magic damage, but they've got a right click. They haven't got, how much right click? Lone Druid is mostly right click. They've got a couple of nukes as well. Wind Runner trying to wind run away. Wind Ranger trying to wind run away. Sanking getting a nice throw off on the Visage of Sandstorm. Shackle's just hitting the tree. He's going to Ghost Scepter up, because I'm sure that helps in the middle of nothing. Jarl coming out, not doing a lot of work. Can only right click down the Drow, Drow because she's behaving up as they can. Sanking stun, picking up the Lone Druid again. The Tinker Dagon doing so much work. Spotting out that mine as well, thanks to the gem on the Wind Ranger. Maybe they can push high ground here. It's a possibility. They've got a lot in their favour now. After the early game lead that the Dire had, is Radiant doing alright? I think that kind of makes sense. I think the Radiant do have the early game advantage, but then the mid game is when the Dire did have the early game advantage. The Radiant is when the mid game is when the Radiant is the strongest. Then late game's an interesting one, because you've got Lone Druid and Drow versus Jaro and Wind Ranger essentially, with, you know, Undying disrupting some stuff and Tinker disrupting some stuff, and, you know, there's, I think as individual heroes, the Dire's team is stronger late game, but as a whole team, you think the Radiant, if they, well, they're ahead now, if they can keep ahead, they'll probably be alright. Oh, a minute, okay. No, actually, a minute before we find out how long left on the roast timer. So they didn't pick up a roast time. Not sure when he's coming up. Just checking it out. He's not up. Tinker's pushing top. Fair enough. All the Radiant heroes balled up mid. All the Dire heroes also balled up mid. No one out in the lane. Oh no, because the Lone Druid's getting picked out. Shackle not connecting to those trees. He just walked a little bit too fast. They're going to give up on it. They're going to run away and, I assume, skip with their lives. The DD on Gyro though, doing quite a lot of work. Smashing down this Undying. Lion kill stealing with that. Taking down the Tombstone before anything even happens. Ult mine there that Gyro was not spotted, but it doesn't matter. Okay, focus fire coming out on the Drow Ranger. Windrunner wants it, gets it with the help of the Sand King there. Or Sand King gets it, in fact. Mine's going off all over the place, taking down the Tinker. He has got that Aghanim Scepter, so they can't see the true sight there, which is actually very useful here when they've got the gem on the Windrunner. We're going to do something about it. Missed the radius there, but it doesn't really care. Well, that Sand King might die for it, unless he's got some spell to use. Oh no, using the Ghost Scepter instead. Very smart using the Ghost Scepter to escape the tower shot. Nuke doing literally 0 damage, there's no one else to take him damage. Visage, I assume you know how to play that hero. They're all a little bit low health, stun all these dudes. Okay, walking up over the minefield signs, sacrificing the Lion a little bit. See if the Techies got anything, but he's using the ult mines there rather than the standard mines. So he is getting away with it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Another kaboom going off somewhere, didn't spot where. So we got the Radiant still just keeping up their advantage here. Well then, there's quite a big advantage now. 14,000, pushing 15,000 XP, and it is similar net worth. Techies denying the tower, that, quite a lot of right click damage, because it's Drow, doing work. So they've only got 1 outer tower now, the Radiant still have 4 outer towers. Lone Druid is farming the enemy jungle, because that's probably safer than his own jungle, and I agree entirely. Smart move. Choosing to, oh hang on, I'm going to pause this for a second. This is where I have to work out how to edit videos. Can I pause my recording? Is there a pause option? No. Okay, let me just reply to this message real quick. Okay, so I literally said, I'm just trying this whole casting thing. This game should be over in 10 minutes if this team is sensible at all. Because I think this game should be over in like 10 minutes if the agent's being sensible at all. I'm currently paused. I just want to see if he replies or anything else so I don't have to re-pause this. So 15k net worth. 14k net worth advantage. 15k XP advantage. Doing pretty well. Tinker doing a lot of work with those items. Level 20, not leveling up level 3. I think that's fair enough. He's not got a very big, not really got enough maniples to deal with it. And I suppose the 1 second would be advantage for when he's like chasing people down, like he has done with the Lone Druid a couple of times. But the Blink Dagger more than makes up for that 1 second, unless the enemies have a Blink Dagger as well. But I'm not sure any of them even have Blink Daggers. Techies has got 4 staff. That's something. That puts a little bit of distance between them. None of them have got Blink Daggers. There's not a lot they can do. He still hasn't leveled his bear. That I find interesting. Okay, cool. I don't know if you can see that. Sending me a K in the corner. Nice. Let's get this back on the road. Okay. Again, Lion's still porous in that game. The Ghost Scepter has saved him a couple of times, so I can't fault the pickup, but I think the Blink Dagger would have done just as much work. We're going to back off a little bit. Lone Druid still might get spotted out here. If he's going to go for the... Okay, he's just running... Wow. He ran up here, so they couldn't actually see him. That's impressive. Going for the agents. That was a very narrow escape for Lone Druid. Lucky as all hell, he needs to level that bear. Even if he just puts leveling it just to... Because it still does a reasonable amount of damage and hurts towers and stuff. He should really use it.
Dire's bottom tower
These guys
is
all
under
ball on
attack.
it. They're just going to take this bottom tower. I don't think they're going to... Dire looks like they're not going to contest it. They're just going to sit back on the high ground. So you can have that. You can have all the outer towers. We know we're going to have to turtle this game now. We've got Techies. Maybe we can turtle this. But Techies is just throwing out things with that. And he's not got many mines set up. So... Again, if this team know what they're doing, they might actually have a chance. Especially with this gem on the wind range. Still, yes. The minefield sign's still mid. Yeah, no, it's gone. Minefield sign is now on cooldown for a little while. But they are all signs coming out of the Sand King. He's going to go down for the Visage nuke in the end. Ghost Scepter not quite enough to save him, but the rest of the stun coming out there from the Lion. A big nuke there. Jericho, a little bit wasted. The Tombstone doing a lot of work. The Tinker going to fall to the Drow right clicks. Up the hill, miss chance again. Not working on the favour. Tinker buys back instantly. Not worried about it. TP in back to bot. They want this. There's a couple of heroes down. We'll take that buyback. We've got more heroes than you now. And although he loses the goal, he's still second highest on the net worth graph, only to his own teammates, so he doesn't mind at all. Mine's popping. Maybe they feel a little bit safer. Using the focus fire to try and take this down. Jericho happy to nuke down the creeps. Tinker going balls deep despite having bought back, but it gets the trail for it with a little help from the Sand King. Very good indeed. Focus fire doing a lot of work on those things. Now onto the barracks. Again, focus fire is up already. She has got the Ags. Good pick up from the Wind Raider. This Wind Raider has actually had pretty reasonable item choices. This is what makes this build alright. I mean, she kind of needs crit once focus down heroes, but she's not bothering with that. She's just using it for the towers, and it's working for this high ground push. Ags coming at a very timely time. They're taking these racks. They're going to keep going. They're staying around for a little bit. The Techies and the Drow are down, so they should be less scared. So Gyro's just going to go push down the bottom lane there. Push it out a little bit. That's fine. Sand King. Stand around a little bit too long. Blink away, my son. Or sit and get farmed. All I need is a ward. Do they have a ward? Oh, he moves that tiny little bit. Took away that. Oh, he's going to go just get in range of the creeps. Keep it pushed up. That's his plan. They ain't got detection for him. They ain't got detection for him. Simple as that. Tinker doing what Tinker does, jumping around, pushing up the lanes. Now saying he's going to back out. Not going to risk it, they did dust for him.
Dire's middle tower
Very
is
sensible.
under attack.
Tink's pushing up this lane. Tinker, you want to be pushing out other lanes, because this lane's already got the mega creeps. You need the racks. Against the Techies, I think taking the racks, with your team as well, I think taking the racks is much more sensible than just trying to push for the win, unless you can get a big team fight. In which case, maybe. So there's some weird leveling coming out from these teams. He has got his 3rd level in his ult, but he didn't put his level in his ult till level 10 or something, which I think is weird. Line, I think I would level manage right over the Hex, but whatever floats your boat, it can work either way, especially since he's not doing very well this game. He's got more levels than, I don't know, if you've got more money than levels, then you can afford to do it that way around because of the increased mana cost or whatever. We need something else to make this Ags a bit more useful against heroes, I think. Maelstrom only does so much work. Picking up some crits. What is she picking up, actually? BKB. She's going to have to drop something for it. That's not going to work, Dry. You got to pick something up. You gotta drop something. You going to drop the bottle? Maybe? Micro in that courier to drop the BKB in a very weird spot. Okay, sorry, I missed the fight mid. Dragon will drop his ult. Doesn't seem to come of it. Lion eventually picking up the ult. Ult taking down the Visage pretty much. So the credit goes to the Gyro, I assume with some flat cannon shots or something. Stun mine! Very nice, but the ult from the Sand King just melting the Techies. But the mine getting the Sand King back! 1-for-1 trade. Okay, they're feeding couriers. Okay. So I think someone on the Dire gave up. I don't know who just bought all those couriers. But someone gave up big time. I don't think this game is over. Not for a second. Okay, the Radiant's got a pretty massive lead, I grant you, but look, stupid moves like that, Lion jumping in, getting pickoffs, they do some work. They buy back Lion using a large amount of his network to buy back.
Good shot, right?
I assume Undying is the one that bought those? Yeah, Undying is the one buying the couriers. There we go, that's why he's got very low net worth. Undying, honestly, been a bit of a toxic player this game. He's been, from what I assume he's been flaming. He's been talking in all chat a lot, and you only really talk in all chat if you're flaming. I've not seen him kind of coordinate this team very much. So Radiant just gonna, I think Dire is gonna sit back and say, yeah, fair enough. Okay, if the Undying's gonna do this, then we're just gonna sit back and let them win. Nothing, go end.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, I won't move.
Dire's middle tower
Correct
has
response.
fallen.
QQ Techie. QQ. Yep, nuking down the Undying rather than the couriers. Agree entirely. Just take the
Dire's
ancient.
courier has been killed.
Yep, nicely done. Don't chase him. Just take that out.
Victory.
I'm feed all game. So yeah, it's true. I tried to help out with the feed. So I think that was a pretty reasonable game. There was some salt in there, some badness. The Techies created a lot of space at the start, but the Dire just couldn't use their advantage. The Radiant, it looked like they were at a huge disadvantage at the start. We got a cheeky little couple of rotates now, got a tower or two pushed down, and they just kind of did it. They took a few towers, gained that tiny little advantage, and then when the Radiant rotated around to try and stop them, they just team fought them. They just fought them down. They said, you've got to fight us 4v5 because the Techies is off doing things. And once we take out the Undying, you've got very little team fight. And it worked really well. Some weird leveling is coming out from a couple of the players, like the Sand King being the main one. But it worked. Sand King getting some very important blink stuns off there to get pickoffs and stuff. So okay, apart from the salt, a pretty reasonable game all round. So that's my third attempt at casting. I'll probably upload this one as well because I've been uploading all of them so far and it seems sensible. Staying around for too long, I do apologise. Yeah, I'll probably upload this one as well because I've been uploading the last few and it's a good documentary and stuff. Okay, I missed a few team fights there, but that's something I need to work on, not missing the team fights. But I think I'm getting my words a little bit better. We'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.